It always starts the same. The news seems normal, people are still going to cafes, scrolling on their phones, planning their vacations. But behind the scenes, something big is shifting. Economic indicators are flashing red, and most people are ignoring it again. History tells us that recessions don't begin with explosions. They begin with silence. Layoffs creep in quietly, prices rise slowly, and before anyone realizes it, the damage is done. By the time people panic, it's already too late. But you're not watching this video for entertainment. You're watching because deep down, something feels off. And guess what? You're absolutely right to feel that way. If you only rely on mainstream headlines, you're getting a filtered reality. The economy is recovering, they say. Inflation is under control, but zoom out and the cracks begin to show. Consumer debt is at an all-time high. Real wages are shrinking, and major companies are quietly preparing for impact. Banks aren't advertising this. Politicians won't say it out loud. But the smart money, the insiders, are already repositioning. They're not reacting emotionally. They're reading the signals. Want to know what they're seeing? It's not just inflation or interest rates. It's behavior. Spending patterns are shifting, savings rates are dropping, and desperation is rising. That's the real warning sign. Let's talk about panic. In every recession, people fall into the same trap. They freeze, or worse, they follow the herd. They stop spending completely, hoard cash, or jump into risky investments hoping for a miracle. The problem isn't fear. The problem is blind reaction. Acting out of fear without a clear strategy is the fastest way to lose money and miss opportunities. Here's the truth. The ones who come out stronger after a recession aren't the ones who cut back the most. They're the ones who move strategically. While others are shrinking, they're building.
The recession isn't a monster. It's a magnifying glass. It shows you who was prepared and who was pretending. It reveals weaknesses in thinking, spending, and habits. This is where your mindset becomes your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. Are you thinking like a victim, waiting for the economy to go back to normal? Or are you thinking like a builder, using this pressure to grow? What if you saw this recession not as a threat, but as an opportunity disguised in chaos? That one mindset shift can open doors you didn't know existed. Here's the secret. Recession. Proof people are skill-rich. They're not dependent on one job, one company, or even one country. They've built what we call leverage skills. Things like digital marketing, copywriting, coding, trading, automation, and AI. These skills don't just survive in recessions, they grow. Because as businesses tighten budgets, they seek freelancers, contractors, and efficient solutions. If you can solve a problem and deliver value fast, you're golden. Now, here's the kicker. Most of these skills are learnable for free or cheap, but most people won't even try. Why? Because they're stuck thinking, this is not the right time, when in fact, this is the perfect time.
Ever wondered what the top 1% are doing during this time? They're not hoarding cash under their beds. They're buying income-generating assets, doubling down on education, and building new ventures in silence. They're positioning themselves for the bounce because every recession is followed by a rebound. And when that happens, the gap between the prepared and the panicked grows even wider. The average person waits for the news to confirm safety. The wealthy create safety through action. You don't need millions to do this, you just need to copy their mindset, scaled to your level. The game has changed. What worked before, working 9 to 5, saving in a bank, hoping for retirement at 60 doesn't cut it anymore. In this new era, speed, adaptability, and creativity win. You need multiple income streams. You need digital literacy. You need to know how to build, not just consume, because money is moving, and it's moving online. Want real financial resilience? Learn to make money regardless of location, economy, or job title. That's the new wealth formula. And yes, it starts now, in this recession.
Here's your power move. Take 1 hour today to learn one new skill. Watch one course, read one guide, build something, anything. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also the one that separates action takers from everyone else. Then ask yourself, how can I solve problems for others using what I know? That's the fastest path to income and impact. Don't wait for a job listing. Create your own opportunity. And if you want to go deeper, that's exactly what this channel is for. Hit subscribe because every week we'll show you how to not just survive the recession, but dominate it.